Alright guys, we're coming at you with a throwback video. This is from May 19th, 2020, during the height of the coronavirus pandemic. I interviewed two stoner chicks at Baker Park in Frederick, Maryland. Check it out, great video.
All right, sounds good. All right, so can I start off with both of your names?
Like the full,
so we get the spelling
like
correct.
Full name? Or
whatever name you want to give us. If it can be like a nickname, we'll take that as well.
Nat. N-A-T.
All right, challenging.
Meg. M-E-G.
Love it. So in what way has the coronavirus affected you?
Well, I was working at a salon as an apprentice and an assistant, and we all lost our jobs. Well, we still have our jobs, but yeah, we had to shut down and kind of put a halt on getting my professional hairstylist license. So that's been pretty big for me, and just kind of living in a reality I don't really understand right now. So I'd say that.
So when you say your apprenticeship that got halted, is there a date where you think that's going to resume?
It's right now, everyone's in the dark, really. All my managers not quite sure, so we're just kind of waiting on answers at this point. I'm probably going to have to make up at least 1 or 2 months of it, though. I was almost at the end, so it's supposed to be done on June, but yeah.
Things seem to happen that way, don't they?
Yeah.
How has the coronavirus affected you?
Same kind of thing. Like, I was in the middle of starting to apply for some massage jobs. I've just got my massage license, just got my massage certification for therapy, and I was just starting to look for jobs as things started to shut down. So I'm kind of like at a standstill here, and can't really move forward with my career or anything. I don't know what to do, really.
Well, here's the good news for you, is that after this all breaks, people are highly stressed out right now. So most...
Who's gonna want to be touched?
That's a big question.
Probably a lot of people by her. No, not going in.
That's a good one.
That was pretty good. It's like, so tell me about how you feel with Governor Larry Hogan's decision-making throughout this whole process.
I personally haven't kept too much on that. I think just like he's doing the things along how everyone else is. I feel like he's handling it how anyone else would really kind of handle it. I feel like just keeping the best interest of the people.
How about yourself? How do you feel about Governor Larry Hogan? How's he doing in your eyes?
Yeah, I've got to be honest. I really have not been following it very much, but I did, I called him when they put out the stimulus checks because I didn't get one.
You didn't get your stimulus check?
You
should have called Trump.
Going to be claimed as a dependent on my tax filing status or whatever. So when I filed mine, I said that I was going to be claimed as a dependent because this last year, my parents did help me through school. So I was like, yeah, sure, whatever, get your tax write-offs or whatever. But I'm,
not
very much so living on my own. So when they came out and I wasn't going to get one because I had wrote on my tax that I was filed as dependent, I was very upset. I was like, that's so unfair. I called him and I let my concerns be known. I never got a response.
Well, I feel...
But I don't think that... I'm sure he's just got a lot going on.
Right. I'm sure you're not the only one calling him.
And I have seen, I've seen that they're proposing new bills for more stimulus checks and stuff. So, I'm sure something's happening.
I'm sure that you're probably not going to be qualified for those either.
Well, probably.
No. I actually do feel sorry for you because I did get one, and a lot of the people that I know did not. But I got one.
Get one? I didn't get one.
Yep. Well,
yeah.
I don't know. Luck of the draw, I guess.
Right.
In your opinion, do you think it's time to reopen everything or just keep it shut down? What are your thoughts on that whole subject?
Well, I mean, I'm not out here actually firsthand doing everything, all these work. I don't really see exactly what's going on right now. I see a bunch of people playing at a park and everyone seems fine. So, but as far as completely everything back to normal, no, I don't think that that's ever possible. I think that there's going to be a lot of changes, and we as a society have to create a new normal. And I feel like reopening, that's going to, have to be like a completely, everything's gonna be different, like as far as like food, you know, like I don't want to have to sit in a restaurant and wear a mask. Like at this point I don't even feel like sitting in a restaurant right now. Like there's really no point to it. I feel like it should teach people a lot more things, to be more dependent on their own. So you know, I feel like yes, you know, I work at a small owned business, so you know, it's hurting us. So for us, like, yes, we definitely do need to reopen, but there will be a lot of regulations involved. But yeah, I just feel like as long as everything, like, I feel like as long as people aren't ignorant, we can do this.
It's about time to start reopening slowly, you know, with like regulations, you know, keep the masks on, you know, wash your hands, like not more than 10 people in a store at once, say, whatever. But you know, I think it's about time to like start getting things back running, you know.
A little bit of common sense,
right.
You know, precautions.
Right.
I had my aunt and my grandmother, actually, I believe they're in Arizona, and apparently you can go into grocery stores without masks there. And so they were walking around. They still wear their masks because they think that that's still essential and for their own well-being. And so there were these women walking by them and started laughing at them and for wearing masks and pretty much like calling them stupid for that. And then the woman went up to her and coughed in her face, and then, you know, that created a whole thing. And I'm like, are people really doing that right now? Is that really what's going on? Like, is that really the new mentality, that like we're stupid if we're being safe, even if it's the littlest bit? Like, just keep to your fucking self. Sorry, excuse my language.
It's a good thing this isn't live TV.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah.
Has the coronavirus outbreak changed the way that you think of illness or sanitation practices in any way?
I think people can be a little less gross, yeah. Yeah. But I also think this is bigger than that. Like the pandemic as a whole, but I don't know who's listening, so but yeah, I think people can be less gross. Keep their fluids to themselves a little bit more.
I understand.
And also animal cruelty, cut it out.
Animal cruelty, does that relate to the coronavirus?
I don't know. There's a lot of theories. I'm not sure. I like to be open-minded about this.
Did you hear about the lion at the zoo that got the coronavirus?
Really?
You didn't hear about that?
Oh, no, I didn't.
Like there's like cats and dogs getting it? Look it up.
Well, apparently, if this is all true, it came from a bat because someone was killing it. So, like, cut it out.
Right on. I like it.
Yeah.
Oh.
Would you like me to repeat the question? not a problem. All right, so has the coronavirus changed the way you think about illness or sanitation practices in any way?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I catch myself now. I don't, like, touch anything anymore. Like, I'm, like, constantly, like, you know, using my sleeves to touch buttons and stuff at, like, ATMs and doors and whatnot. I never used to do that. I used to be all over the place, not even wash my hands. But now I'm, like, much more. And I think everybody who's smart is being more precautious like that, which is, again, why I think, you know, people have realized, like, I mean, we have flus every year that are just as contagious. We have colds and everything that are just as contagious that we all get all year long and stuff every year. But I guess this one was just like it's a disease that nobody really knew about before. Go down a little bit. Oh my God, what was
Sorry,
it?
there was a spider in your hair. It's okay now.
That's all right. I'm sure the camera didn't see that. Anyway, thank you very much.